What is up, guys? As you can see, we have a ton of books tonight. Took me a little bit longer to get everything on the wall just because I had to get some stacks in order. So without further ado, we are going to get started in just a moment. We got some keys this week. I did not write down all of my notes for every single book like I usually do. So if you have questions, just let us know. We did have some damages. Most of it affected our shelf, not our pools. So pool customers, you guys should all be good. There was only a few books that did, unfortunately. Oops, sorry about that. I almost just dropped my phone. As always, if you're curious to see if a book is missing on your pool or if you have something on your pool, message us on Facebook at Mythical Mountain Jacksonville if you're on our YouTube page. Either message this page or give us a call in the morning. I'll let you know. So without further ado, we are going to get started again for our Facebook audience. Everything will be on this page that is streaming. For our YouTube audience, all of our links will be in the description. Without further ado, we are going to get started with Marvel. First up, we got Blade issue number 6 right here. We got some cool covers. I love these Peach Nightmare variants they're doing. We got Captain America number 4. We got that ski connecting cover. Again, the Peach Nightmare variant right there. We got Captain Marvel's second print. That's the Tyler variant. I love the whole having the stars go through. Right there is the negative space. We got Gang War Daredevil. This is going to be the first appearance of a new character. Along with that is the first appearance of Heat. It's a new gang that has showed up in New York. Stormbreakers cover right there. Dark X-Men issue number 5. Guardians issue number 9. We got some cool covers on that. Next up, Mortal Thor number 5. Have this cool Howard the Duck cover right there. Next up, Luke Cage Gang War. That is going to be issue number 2. Got some cool covers there. Marvel Zombies issue number 3. Miles issue number 13. This is the first appearance of the new Cape Killer, which is pretty cool. Got some cool covers on that. I do really like the Nightmare version for this one. Is the mask is a bunch of spiders. Delaney's pick this week is going to be Moon Knight issue 30. This is the last issue of the Moon Knight series right here. It is also the end of the Death of Moon Knight storyline, which is really cool. Got some cool covers on that. This is the foreshadow cover right there. So foreshadowing that character right there. Got the Peach variant right there with the eye sticking out, which is crazy. We did get the Scotty Young. I know a lot of people love these Scotty covers. This Moon Knight one is just as good as any of the other ones I've ever seen. We got the Moon Knight Incentive. We also got this really awesome Predator Wolverine number 2 second print, which shows off some of the art on the inside, which if you haven't been reading this book, you got to pick it up. This is also definitely one of the cooler covers, so you may have to pick up this one. It is super, super nice. Him just doing experiments on Wolverine. All right. Next up, we got Punisher issue number 2. Some cool covers on that. Silver Surfer Rebirth Legacy issue number 4. Forgot to ask Jeremy what his pick was this week, so I just picked Spider-Gwen Smash. I know he likes all the spider people, so thought this would be a fun one. This is going to be a 4-issue series. This was Spider-Gwen on tour. They changed the title of it just in case you were confused. So we got that David Nakayama main cover. Got some cool covers on that. Again, one of those negative space covers. A really nice peach cover. We got Dark Droids. This is Star Wars Bounty Hunters issue 41. We got Hyperspace Stories issue number 12. This is the final issue celebrating 40 years of Return of the Jedi. You get to see the Battle of Endor as never before, which is really cool. We got High Republic Shadows of Starlight issue number 3. Superior Spider-Man Returns issue number 1 second print. I believe we sold out of all of our first prints, so if you missed it, this is definitely a copy you're going to want to pick up. We got White Widow issue number 2, along with some cool covers there. X-Men Red issue number 18. And that is going to be all for Marvel. So I'm going to move back really quickly, grab my DC notes. We'll get started with DC. Again, we got a ton of books on DC's side, so just get ready. First up, Action Comics issue 1060. You got this really nice John Constantine cover right there. This is going to be the end of a story arc and the start of another story arc. Along with it, the reason why a lot of people are hyped about this issue is Zod passed his prologue. This is the prologue to the new Kneel Before Zod book. So if you've been excited for that one, you may want to pick this one up just to get a little bit more information about that book. Or if you're not sure if you want to pick up the Kneel Before Zod, you may want to pick this one up and just see what that storyline is going to be about. This may be one of my favorite Superman covers of all time, him playing with a bunch of kids. I think that's awesome. I love when Superman's shown as a hopeful character. We got this really cool Aquaman the Lost Kingdom variant right there. We got Batman Year 1 Part 2, so Batman 405 facsimile. I know a lot of people picked up issue number 404. We still have copies if you guys were interested. This is, to me, one of the definitive Batman stories. You guys have to pick this up if you've never read it before. Speaking of really cool Batman stuff, we got Batman. This is going to be issue 428. I almost said 423. 428. But this is the Robin Lives version. So, long time ago, if you haven't, so A Death in the Family, the shocking alternate ending that you were never allowed to see until now. If you don't know about this long time ago, when this book was in the process of being made, they made I know how I said that long time ago, making it sound like it's super old. It's not. Basically, they decided that they wanted to kill off a Robin a while back, and then when it came time for this whole Death in the Family storyline, they actually let audiences decide. So they had 2 phone numbers you could call, or a phone number you could call and vote if you wanted Robin to live or if you wanted Robin to die. Jason Todd ended up dying. Spoiler alert. So this is going to be the version of what if Robin lived? What if audiences and callers had called for Robin to live? What would have happened? So this is really cool. We got the main cover. We got a beautiful blank cover right here, and probably one of the coolest Batman foils I've ever seen. The colors pop in person. It's really beautiful. Along with that, we also have this really cool. This is Batman, the Joker, the Deadly Duo Unplugged. If you've never picked up any of the Unplugged books, this is basically just the pencils, and you get to really see the beauty of some of these artists and how well they draw without seeing all the coloring and the inking, or not the inking, the coloring all in. Colors are awesome, but sometimes it is really nice to see just the pencil and appreciate the art even more. Highly recommend picking up one of those if you just want to sit down and look at some awesome art. Next up, we got Batman and Robin. This is going to be issue number 4. And some cool covers on that. Next up, we got Batman, Gargoyle of Gotham. This is going to be the number 1 second print. So if you missed out on it, definitely recommend picking it up. Super really unique take on Batman that I'm really enjoying. We also got number 2. This is going to be the first appearance of Moth-Er and the Virgin. This is definitely a more mature Batman storyline. If you're into that stuff, definitely recommend picking it up. This one has been amazing. We got issue number 1 there. Number 2, we got the variants. Another Batman foil right there. Kind of gives me some old boy vibes, like a hallway fight scene, which was really cool. Then we also have the Noir edition. So same thing as I said about Unplugged. Batman Gargoyle is doing each issue gets a Noir edition, which I think this one's good. This one has all of the just normal colors and then blood effect. I think the other one is a little bit better. I think it looks nicer just because I think the art is a little bit better for just the pencils. This one, I think the color actually does really help it. But the Noir may have one of the coldest Batman covers I've ever seen. That is so cool. Next up, we got Batman Santa Claus Silent Night, issue number 2. Cool, fun covers on that. Harley kind of kidnaps Santa Claus right there. Next up, we got Birds of Prey Uncovered. Number 1, Uncovered books are just the covers. So these are all those variants. Instead of buying all the 58 variants that they do for every Birds of Prey book, you can just buy a book that has all of them, which I think is awesome. I love these things. I think, that was a really nice Harley cover right at the end too. So yeah, you get retail cover exclusives in here too that you can't order from normal comic shops. So they print everything in those, which is super fun. Got some cool covers there. We got the Xerxes, we got the blank, we got the foils. Next up, Danger Street. This is going to be issue number 12, I believe. Yeah, this is the final issue. Next up, we got DC's Twas the Mite Before Christmas with Bat-Mite right down there. This is the holiday book. It is a one-shot. It is an 80-page giant anthology book. So unlike the Silent Night, that's a 4-issue series, this is just one giant book with a bunch of mini stories in here. I buy these every year. Also, I buy the Halloween ones. I buy any time they do a holiday book. I love these things. I think these things are a blast to sit around and read. And I love this cover specifically of everyone looking the other direction, being like, oh, Superman, oh, snow, or Santa Claus, snow, Superman. Next up, we got Detective Comics issue 1079. What's up, Mike? Nah, I'm not going to start over, man. You got to get home. Got some cool covers. Really love that Detective Comics variant right there. Again, another Aquaman variant right there with Black Manta just looking like a boss on that cover. We got Green Lantern issue number 6. My personal favorite Santa Claus cover that they're doing. This homages Green Lantern issue number 49, I believe, with a lantern on the cover with all the different rings. That may be one of my favorite Santa variants that they've done. Next up, we got Outsiders issue number 2. Some cool covers on that. Moving on down, we got Speed Force issue number 2. Some cool covers there. Superman Lost issue number 9, second to last issue, the penultimate issue. We got Titans Beast World issue number 2. We did get that lenticular cover right there that you see. I know for the issue number 1, we only got one, and it sold out immediately, and I had people asking if we were going to get more for issue number 2, so we did get issue number 2 in. We got Titans Beast World Tour Gotham. We got the Harley as a bunny cover, which is wild. Next up, we got Wesley Dodds, The Sandman, issue number 3, first appearance of the Fog. Again, if you're a first appearance hunter, you're going to want to pick this one up. We got World's Finest Teen Titans issue number 6. I believe this may be the last issue. Yeah, I think it is. And then you got this beautiful Dan Mora variant right there, showing off all the Teen Titans right there. Next up, we got Batman City of Madness issue number 2. We still have copies of issue number 1. If you missed out, this has been one of my personal favorite new Batman books that have come out in recent years. This book is wild. It's like it's very gothic, but also mixing with like H.P. Lovecraft, Cthulhu, monsters and stuff. So I think it's great. We got the Sienkiewicz variant right there. Waller versus Wildstorm, book 4. This is the final issue. Got the Authority homage right there, which is crazy. Next up, moving on to indie, we got the Addams Family, Charlton's Web. We got American Psycho issue number 2, along with the business card variant for Paul Allen, the vice president, which is awesome, covered in a little bit of blood. I love that they're doing those covers for this book, which is amazing. Next up, we did get the Still variant too, where he's talking about the one song. Oh, I can't remember the song now. Just left me. Fake fan. I know. Next up, we got Beneath the Trees, Where Nobody Sees, issue number 1, second print. If you missed this one, you may want to pick it up. Patton Oswalt right there. Everyone I know who's picked this up loves it. Huey Lewis in the News. That's what it was. I know. I was like, it's killing me that I can't remember that. One of the greatest scenes in any movie ever. All right. Next up, we got Beneath the Trees, issue number 2, along with the variant. We got another new number 1, The Bloody Dozen, issue number 1 from Image. Heard really good things about that one. We got Damn Them All, issue number 11, Earth Divers 1776, The Best of Gigan. I just completely butchered that. Tony's pick is going to be Gumma. I do not know a lot about this book. I know just the description they have on their website. I think this may be one of the weirder ones of it's better to go in knowing nothing. Just pick this up and look at it. This peach cover is beautiful right there. But yeah, this book looks crazy. We got House of Slaughter, Invasive number 1. Again, another one that may be better just to grab and pick and read up without reading a ton of. That cover right there is crazy. That gives you a little spoiler of what's going on. We got Legendary Red Sonja number 1. This is the other cover that was delayed, unfortunately, which is crazy. We got the Masterpiece. What is this? Masterpiece. Yeah, I was right. Masterpiece number 1. We got Quick Stops. This is going to be volume 2, written by Kevin Smith, issue number 1. We got the Radiant Blacks. Again, this is 27. This is 27.5. The variant is a separate story because it is a whole multiverse thing. So main cover follows this guy. Variant follows this guy. Next up, we got Rick and Morty, Rick and Box, issue number 1. We got Rogue Sun, Sabrina, the Teenage Witch Holiday Special. We got Saint Saiyan, Scorched, issue 24. Silent Night, Deadly Night, based off of the movie. A little origin story for the character. We got Winter Jam, Sonic Holiday Special, Winter Jam right there. We got Space Usagi. This is Death and Honor, issue number 1, so new series. We got Transformers number 1, third print. We got Void Rivals 5th print for number 1, 4th print for number 2, and 3rd print for number 3, along with 2nd print for number 1. Now these, apologize, having to move the phone around a little bit. These are really cool. So in Void Rivals, there's this character. It's got multiple different faces. This is issue number 5, the second print. And each one has the other face on there. So you can spin it around and get all of them on there. This is super cool. And I definitely recommend picking up at least one of these because honestly, great book. If you haven't read Void Rivals, we got issues 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here. You may have to, guys. It's been great. Next up, we got The Witcher, Wild Animals issue 3, and Zawa issue number 2. So that's going to be all for this week. Again, if you guys haven't seen, we moved incentives that were usually over all the way over there are going to be right here. So after the incentive gets taken off the wall, it will be in these boxes here. This is our new, how we're doing back issues and stuff like that. If you guys didn't see the Facebook post, we got some of last week's comics that did not make it onto this wall over here. We got some 2-week-old comics. These books were books that were over there, but now we're over here. And also, again, recent back issues over here. This is going to be stuff that was also over there that is now in here. So they'll be in here. And then after they go from here, they will get put into our normal back issue bins right over there. So that is everything for this week. Again, pool customers, you get your discounts on incentives. If there was a book you were curious to see if you have on your pool, just message us and I'll get back to you guys. Along with that, apologize for the shaky cam a little bit. We still got the raffles going on for that rare gunslinger spawn and a super rare sideshow posable ghost face. This thing goes for like stupid money on second market, so definitely check. You could win one of these for $5 and you could win the spawn figure for $10. So with all that, hope you guys have a good night. I'll either see you guys tomorrow, and if not, hope you guys have a great week. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever you guys celebrate, and have a good night.